baseline now for the UW. With the Badgers down by 3. Boyer goes down the right sideline. Here comes Bush, Saturday, no work. It's stopped by Barnes. Bumps up, goes over to Ojo. She'll take a half out. Digging it out is Otek. Purdue attacks him right back. Cleveland. It's a shot from the right back. 7-3 Purdue.
Nice play by Barnes. First ball on the pass, and then Ojo has to position.
Kill was by Grace Cleveland, and Cleveland had 15 kills against Wisconsin in that 4-set victory in West Lafayette. She hit 300. The serve goes at Boyer. The pass goes to the left. Attack by Ojo after the set by Depps. Now Purdue runs it slide, and it's in, and it's down. Big serve by Johnson on the right side, and there is the 6'2" senior who hit 356 last season. She's ahead of the high point. Talking about a great serve. 103 career service aces. She has 34 this season and leads the Badgers on an 8-4 Purdue lead here in set number 1. Here's Izzy slapping it down to the right back. Set goes to Ellis. It's over. It's back to Purdue. Run it to the right side. Back to serve again for the Badgers. 9-5 Purdue, up by 4, send it up to the Boilermakers. And back to serve to Gerald Johnson. 14 service aces this season. She's serving from the right back. She goes deep at Boyer in the back middle. Hill sets it up, back row attack. It's served on the left sideline by Philly. The set is a little off the Newton. She's able to roll it over. It's Newton. That's second back. Pushed over by Alicia. And it's down the right Wisconsin down to 7, serving 9. There is the set by Bush on the left side. Ellis. Wisconsin attacks from the left. That's Phillips got the touch. And back to kill for Wisconsin from the left side.
She stayed on the ground and stuck her hands out. It really should be considered a dig if her hands aren't above the plane of the net. And so they're talking to the officials about it. The officials actually giving the ball back to Purdue. But she stayed on the ground. She's showing the official right here. She stayed on the ground. She might have had her hands higher than she's showing right there. But I don't know that she jumped. She stayed on the ground. And it's a dig. So it's almost one where Coach Shepard might have to decide if he's going to challenge this.
Now he's talking to Sue. They're going to let it be.
The ball is 4 hits on Wisconsin. Point for Purdue.
She
serve goes to Newton at the left back. Bush chases down the pass. Sets the pass. Left side. Two off the back. Down. So there's Emma Ellis. She's a 6'2 junior from Charlotte, North Carolina. Pretty decent match against the Badgers with 8 kills on Halloween. Also finished with 3.
Johnson serving.
One-on-one on the outside, and Loberg just went after it.
3-point lead for the Badgers. An ace from Lauren Barnes, acing Hornig in the back right. How about 4 aces in this one for Lauren Barnes?
She is serving really well. She's really picked up her serving as the season goes on.
That's a career high for Barnes now behind the line. We're in the second set. Short serve finds Hornig. Out of system, bump set to Newton, and it goes long. Hitting error from the third-team All-American last season, Caitlin Newton. And now the Badgers lead by 5.
And this time again, Purdue's keeping Recky down. She's just got 1 kill in 3 attempts.
Serve down the right sideline. Purdue, free ball. Hilly to Redke. Got it to the floor. Right on cue, there's Dana Redke.
She did, yeah. I know, and if they're winning and she's not been involved, just think if they can get her involved, they'll just really increase the point spread.
Redke had 14 kills and hit 600 last Saturday in Iowa City. And now 2 kills, 4 swings for Dana. Here's Barnes, leans into that serve. She's got 4 aces tonight. Colvin with a shot that goes long.
Oh, touch called.
Ooh, touch at the net. The Badgers are...
They'll be challenging this one. Recky is saying no. The line judge on the Purdue corner is saying yes. That's a tough angle for him to see. I would think they'd challenge this one. They've got a pretty good point spread, though. Yeah, here he goes.
and they will challenge.
And Recky would be the one to say. She knows for sure if she did it or not. She's pretty adamant about it.
Oh, that didn't touch anybody.
What about Hilly in the back, though, right back? Did you see that replay?
Johnson up by 7.
Assistant coach John Shadnell is talking to the down official and getting some clarification there.
All she needs to say is it didn't touch anyone. Here's Barnes. 14-7. 4 aces tonight for Lauren Barnes. That's a career high. Here's the middle attack. Colvin, and that one is not touched and hits the line judge. Well, the Badgers have responded pretty well so far midway through the second set, and they lead Purdue by 8.
Purdue's just made some hitting errors, just avoiding the buck way too much lately in this set. Six kills, 6 errors. So they're hitting 0 in this set.
As Wisconsin is going to serve it. Left to right. Hornung underneath it. Left side, Newton. Was it popped up by Barnes? It was. Brought back in play and shoved over. Free ball to Purdue. Left side attack. That's Newton down the line. It's wide. No, it's in.
Great shot. Well, great cross-court shot by Newton, but Barnes just fist on the floor, popped that one up really nicely. But then the second time Newton had a shot at it, she went totally opposite swing and went down the line. Nobody there. Great shot.
15-8. Wisconsin leads by 7. Loberg serve receive left back spinning pass finds Hilly in the middle there. Smeck with a poke and is pushed back. Here comes Wisconsin. Left side to Loberg. Rolls it over the block. Newton underneath it. Back to Newton in the middle. A tap right at Redke. Push back. Bush back set to the right. Cleveland open hand kill and it's down. Right in front of Ojo.
Yeah, a little off speed, 3/4 speed swing, so it just fell in front of Ojo, like you said. Didn't even get far enough to get to her.
Small little punch there by Cleveland on the outside, and Purdue trails it 15-9. Ojo's pass finds Hilly at the net. Right side, Redke got blocked. Purdue block number 4, the second best blocking team in the country at 2.9 blocks per set, and it's 15-10.
Yeah, Purdue blockers, especially in the middle, read that really well and just hung with Recky, and that's part of their game plan too, is just put 2 people on her wherever she goes and force the other players to score.
Otek, short one. Ojo steps up to field it at the 10-foot line. There's Smack, and she got it off the solo block of Johnson. It was Smack versus Johnson in the center.
And that's veteran decision-making by Hilly. You know, she knows that they're following Recky, and if she could go to Shrek with just a good pass, she'll get a score, and she did.
Here's Demps with Wisconsin up by 6. Guided up front to Bush on the serve receive. Swing by Johnson, stopped and covered. Purdue tries the right side. Tipped by Cleveland. And flying in underneath it is Hilly. Bumps up, finds Loberg. She'll fly in, bounce off the block. Shoved forward by Hornung. Here comes the attack by Newton. Good. Fastball right past the left fist of Barnes in the left back. And Wisconsin's lead, which was at 8, is at 5.
Now, Purdue just put that ball right in the net, so Recky had to stay for a little longer on the middle blocker, and she couldn't get to the outside and seal it out.
Wisconsin in rotation 4, passing 2. It goes to the left back at Ojo. Right side attack, that's Redke. She got blocked again. Blocked by Purdue. Dana in West Lafayette. How'd she do there? 9 kills, 19 swings, 263 the hitting percentage. And after that one, it's 16-12. And Redke, 2 kills, 2 errors, 0 off 6 attempts. Hilly sets it up. There's Loberg going deep to the corner and out cross court.
Well, we've seen some momentum shifts in this set, and now Wisconsin's taking a timeout.
Tossers in the back row for the Badgers. Ojo handles, and it's chased down by Hilly. Set to the right back. That's Demps, and it's denied. And now Wisconsin, Dana Redke tips it over. Pinball around Newton with the soft roll. Loberg fields it back to Loberg. She'll roll one down the right sideline. Purdue digs it. Left side, Newton tipping to the corner and out. Ojo was giving chase and wasn't going to be able to get there in time, but it was just long.
Yeah, the Badgers got lucky that time. Loberg had a one-on-one against the setter Bush. I mean, and she's not a big player. She should have crushed it, but she rolled it. But luckily, on the outside, the tip down the end line went long by about a foot.
That stops the Purdue run, and the Badgers find themselves up by 4 as we get later and later in the second set. Purdue won the opening set by 5. Otek serve receive. Bush sets it up. Back roll. Flying in is Cleveland. Scooping it up is Barnes. Left side, Ojo into the block. Back at Yulia. Ojo takes another swing, got stuff blocked by Purdue. Big time Purdue block in there, stomping the Badgers freshman who did not have a successful match last time out against Purdue. Hit just 0-45 with 11 kills.
Now again, Purdue, really good hands on the block. You can just hear it smacking the palms of their hands. They're placing them in the right spot, and they know exactly where to fill the holes.
17-14, the Badgers lead is at 3. Short serve, trying to get a little fancy with that one was Caitlin Newton, trying to serve it short, and it goes wide.
Yeah, it just floated a little bit left and went about a foot and a half, 2 feet out of bounds.
And now Ashburn steps back behind the service line for Wisconsin. Badgers up by 4. Line drive serve has Purdue out of system. It forces a bump set from the libero Ellis and got blocked by Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That block was so quick and sideline to sideline, it was tough to tell whether it fell in or out.
Yeah, it really ran along the net and landed right on the opposite sideline.
19-14. Badgers find themselves up by 5. And there is one into the net from Ashburn.
That's pretty rare that she does that. She's so consistent and tough with her serves.
Badgers passing 3. Ojo, Boyer, Barnes, left to right. It goes at Boyer. To the net. It's tight. It's punched over by Hilly and out. Looking for that deep corner where she had one in the first set fall. 19-16. The Badgers lead is down to 3 points.
Boyer passed her well high and on the net, but she pushed her forward, and Hilly just ran out of room as she tried to throw that to the deep corner with the left hand.
Serve out by Purdue. Long by J.L. Johnson. Now the Badgers need 5 points to even up this match at 1 set apiece. And Hilly will step back to serve for Wisconsin. Here's Sid. Otek underneath it. Right back roll by Newton. Kind of tips over the block. Badgers grab it. Left side, Ojo tips over the block, and a net call against Purdue. 21-16 Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was nice. And Purdue was about to pick that up at that roll shot, but luckily Purdue was in the net.
Here's Hilly again back to serve. But first, a timeout by the Purdue Boilermakers here in. So following that timeout, 21-16, Wisconsin needs 4 points to get to the break, tied at 1 each with Purdue. Here's Hilly. Toss into the air, goes at Otek. Here's Bush setting it up. Ellis winds up, Bucky block. Robinson denying the shot right at the middle of the net.
Yeah, a pretty easy play to block right there. Both Wisconsin's Robinson and Demps, middle and right, just stayed there and watched her come straight to the middle, hit a kind of a slow ball of the middle, and stuffed her down. Nice job.
22-16 Wisconsin. Here's Hilly going left sideline. Bush tight to the net. Throw down with the left hand. Pinballed around. Kept alive. Free ball. Purdue. Bush. Middle. Attack is going to fall for the Boilermakers. That's Trammell, the 6'2 sophomore who's into the match. And it's 22-17.
Yeah, Purdue setter Bush just threw that ball down fast. Cross court to the right back of the Badgers. But Hilly, great reaction to even pop that up.
Served by Bush. Here comes Hilly, set to the right side. Oh, what a shot by Ojo. A booming shot to the back row of the Boilers.
Yeah, I think Ellis was, the left side blocker was creeping in to help with Robinson on a quick set, and she was not even in the same area code there to get over on Ojo on the right side to block, so she crushed it, pounded it down.
23-17. It's Wisconsin needing 2 points to win this second set. Here's Ojo back to serve, the freshman. Toss into the air, serves it over at Newton, and it's an ace for Ojo. And it's set point, and now the Badgers can breathe comfortably. 24-17.
I have a feeling the Badger staff talked to Ojo about her jump topspin serve. They love it, and we've said before it's so rare nationally. It's great when it's working, but it makes a lot of errors, and she's just doing so well with this float serve.
There's the jump float by Ojo again at Newton. She has to dive to her left on serve receive. Left side attack by the Boilermakers will work. It's a tool shot by Madeline Cook, the junior from Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin. And it's 24-18, set point number 2 for the Badgers. Here comes the serve, right to left by Hornung. There is Barnes, sticks the pass up front. Smrek hits off the block, stopped by Otek. Purdue tries it to the left. Off speed, Newton. Hilly, Barnes, bump set, right side, Robinson denied and covered. Hilly tries Robinson again on the right, denied, and a block. It's Colvin and Newton with the block. No, check it, that is actually Trammell, 17, not 7.
Yeah, a couple nice blocks by Purdue. One deflection block off Smrek, and then the right side on Robinson stuffed it.
Third set point for the Badgers. Ojo serve receive, stepped in front of Barnes, right side Robinson. Two Boilers collide.
Wow.
Newton comes in, backwards bump from out of bounds, brings it back in play. Loberg with a hack, and it's going to finally fall. Goes off some defenders and down to the court, and Wisconsin needed that second set, and they got it, 25-19. A winner in Lincoln over Maryland in 3 sets. Michigan State took the first over Rutgers. Michigan and Penn State going at it, and that is now a 2-1 lead for the 19th ranked Nittany Lions. So the Badgers find Anna Smrek to start off the third. A middle attack is good.
Yeah, nice start. They want to keep that momentum going from that second set.
Back at it, Barnes fires one back row. Bush to the right side, and there's a Bucky block. It's Redke and Loberg stopping the shot at Cleveland. So a block getting things going here to make it 2-0.
Really good reach by Loberg there on the left pin. She just really took the line away and took the slide hitter away.
Served by Barnes another time. Sideline to sideline set to Newton. Stopping it deep back row is Ojo. Left side to Loberg. Tool shot off the block is down. Grace gets one off the block, and the Badgers lead it 3-0 here in the third.
Yeah, and she's just swinging without any fear, and it doesn't bother her. You know, if she's made some errors early in the match, she just keeps swinging away, and she's improved as each set has gone on. 4
aces tonight for Barnes. Serves to the right back. Here comes Purdue to the left side. That's Newton into the block, and it's off the block, and it's good. So again, there's 6-8 and 6-9 waiting for those Purdue outsides on the left, and it's 3-1.
But so far they haven't been very effective because Newton's done a nice job just hitting high in the seams, high off the right edge and forearm, and scoring.
Serve into the net by the Boilermakers. The 8th service error tonight for Purdue makes it 4-1 in favor of the 4th-ranked Badgers.
That's been a great bonus for the Badgers. They're serving better and more consistently. Purdue's given a lot of free points away.
Here's Demps off the top of the net, played by Purdue. To the left side, Newton hits off the block, and it's going to drop down. Caitlin Newton records kill number 9 tonight, and it's 4-2 Wisconsin leads.
Demps really does have a nice short serve. She had the one error earlier, but she just really places it about 5-6 foot line, which is tough for offenses to pass and then continue on.
Back to serve is Cleveland for Purdue. Right to left to the left back. Ojo steers it up front. Here's an attack by Redke, and she got blocked. A block solo by J.L. Johnson, who's giving high fives to her teammates.
Well, Johnson just made the right choice. It kind of passed her body up, Johnson, so she reached to her right, and that's the only swing Redke could take on that one. Hilly was kind of off the net throwing it to her, and nice block by Purdue again.
Purdue has had some answers for Dana Redke. Here's the right side attack. Not that time, though. There's Redke getting it off the block, making it 5-3 Wisconsin. So Redke's numbers: 3 kills, 3 errors, 9 swings. That's a 0 hitting percentage.
And that is so rare for us to even be saying that, considering her entire career, the high hitting percentage she's had. But, you know, teams start figuring things out and decide to, you know, stack 2 blockers on her all the time.
The 2 matches combined so far, 12 kills for Redke and 7 hitting errors. Here's an attack by Demps out of the back row. Purdue underneath it. Left side, Newton sets it over sharply to the left front, but there's Ojo. Now Demps has to tip it over, and it's played by Purdue. Quick set in the middle, snapped at, but dug out by the Badgers. Left side, there's Ojo. Did she get a touch? That's the question. She went wide, and it's out.
She went for kind of a chop shot down the line. Thought she might have gotten a forearm on the right side blocker, but missed her.
5-4. 4th-ranked Badgers on top of the 9th-ranked Boilermakers here tonight at the Fieldhouse. Wisconsin won the second set after Purdue won the opening set by 5. Here's Newton. Serving it at Barnes, and it drops off the table in front of Barnes in the back row for an ace.
That's a tough serve, no matter who's the passer back there. That thing dropped right in front of her. She sprawled out and still barely got her fist on the ball.
Here's the serve into the net. Well, once again, he'll take it.
Then it's a wash. The point didn't really matter.
6-5 Wisconsin, and here is Izzy Ashburn into serve for the Badgers. Izzy steps back behind the line with the Badgers up by 1. Purdue passers waiting. It goes at Otek. Line drive pass up front. Left side attack is going to fall, and it's down for Purdue, and it's good for the native of Wisconsin, Madeline Cook.
Yeah, nice job. Not a heavy swing, just kind of high enough off the block to dribble down behind them. So she got her first kill. She got inserted into the game here.
Wisconsin Gatorade Player of the Year. She is a junior now, playing for Purdue. Here's Hilly setting left side. There's a big shot by Ojo. Did she get a little bit of the block? No, she did not. It goes long and out.
No, and she's up there against Bush. Bush is only a 5'10" blocker up there, setter blocker, and it's not a big target. So if you swing hard, you got to bring it down to her a little bit, or you're going to swing out of bounds.
Serve into the net again by Purdue, this time by J.L. Johnson. We are tied at 7.
It's got to be killing the Purdue staff just to see so many service errors. But again, we say it every week. You got to serve tough to keep a team out of their offense, but you just can't make the errors. So it's a really fine line.
That's 10 free points Purdue has granted in this match to Wisconsin on the service errors. There's the serve by Hilly. Here's a set in the middle, poked at by Colvin. Badgers dig it. Left side, there's Ojo. Now did she get a touch? No, she did not. That one goes long. Ojo's having a tough time against Purdue. That's 5 kills, 5 errors.
Yeah, she's just swung along the last 2. She had some better swings from the right side tonight, actually, than the left.
Yeah, I had that big pounding kill on the right. Here is the setup for the left side attack. That's Jade Dumps. Otek to her right with the dig. It's near the net. It's brought back in with one hand, and it's bumped over. Here comes Wisconsin on the offensive attack. There's Ojo from the right with a rocket down the line. So I'm not sure the difference there for her from the left to the right, but it seems to be working on the right tonight.
It's going to be a little lower set. The middle blocker holds, and then the left can't get out, or the middle blocker on Purdue can't get out there to block her, but she pounded that down the line. She looks really confident on the right.
8-8 now in this back and forth third set. Here's Ojo going down to the left back. Newton scoops it up, sends it up front. Here's a right side flying tip. Pancake save Barnes. Left side, there's Jardine into the match. Hits off the block. Fielded back row by Purdue. Boilers attack. Cleveland flies in, goes deep cross court with a big time pound, and it's down 9-8. Boilers on top of the Badgers in a pivotal third set.
Yeah, both coaches have inserted some different players in this set, which is interesting because, you know, obviously the hitting percentages were down. They're going to try something else to inject some more offense in there, so we'll see how it works for both teams.
2 passers in the back row for the Badgers. Ojo steps up at the 10-foot line to grab it. Left side, there's Jardine with 2 blockers, denied. Back to Wisconsin. Hilly tries Jardine again. This one over the block and out. Going deep to the far side corner was the freshman Lauren Jardine, and it's now 10-8 in favor of Purdue.
You know, Jardine's, you know, sat there for a few sets, and trying to get in there and swing is not easy to do coming off the bench.
Here's Hornug's serve. It goes at Ojo, who picks it up at the 10-foot line. Right side, Robinson straight down the left sideline, and it's dug by Otek. Tapped by Newton, denied. Back to the Boilers. They'll try the right side. Purdue tipping Cleveland, hits off the net. Second ball went over by Smrek somehow. In the middle, flipped over and in on the right sideline of Wisconsin from Taylor Trammell, the 6'2 sophomore.
That's the first time Trammell's touched the ball. You know, and she just kind of softly swiped it to the left, and Hilly was a little bit in the court and couldn't get it.
Now Purdue's on a 3-0 run, and they lead by 3. Short serve. Ojo pokes it up front with a pass. Left side, Jardine just got blocked. Big time block straight down by Purdue.
That experiment didn't go too well. Loberg's coming back in the game.
Yep, here comes the senior Grace Loberg. There goes the freshman Lauren Jardine.
Great block by Purdue that time, though. I mean, Jardine took a nice confident swing down the line, but it was just sealed up, and she got roofed.
4-point lead for the Boilermakers. Again, they go short at Ojo. Can Wisconsin get out of this rotation? Smrek denied. Now it's popped up straight into the air back to the Purdue side. Boilers right side, tooling off the Loberg block is Grace Cleveland. Man, Purdue's on a run right now.
They are. What momentum shifts have we seen in the last set and this set?
Or at Michigan, Nebraska sweeps Maryland at home. Michigan State a 1-zip lead on Rutgers. So when you look at the standings, it's Wisconsin at 12-2. Behind them, 2 teams at 12-3. Nebraska and Minnesota, each with 12-3 records. Penn State now 11-4. Purdue is 10-4. It's getting pretty tight there down the stretch of the Big Ten race. Swing on the left side, and there's a block out of bounds by Wisconsin. Count it for Newton. And Purdue keeps putting more on the scoreboard. It's 14-8. It's a 6-0 run.
And now Dempsey's coming into the game.
Oh. Wisconsin just can't.
Now they're switching her around. Now she's going in for Smrek on the right side.
Short serve, picked up by Ojo on the right back. Here's the right side tip by Demps, popped up by Purdue. Back row swing, and it's dug out by Wisconsin. Then Demps, or excuse me, that's Robinson gets blocked right in the middle. And Purdue is on a 7-0 run.
Impressive job by the Purdue blockers there. And you know, I kind of thought Hilly was going to go to Robinson too because no one else is scoring for her, and Robinson usually does.
Hornig goes at Ojo, has to take another one. Demps gets a tool shot, stopping a 7-0 Purdue run.
Yeah, nice job by Demps coming off the bench and getting a swing on the right side there and tooling it off the block.
That one hurts here in the third set. The winner of this set will be up 2-1, so very pivotal in that sense that then you have to be perfect the rest of the way. Here's a tip in the middle. Now the Badgers have some work cut out for them here on the right side. It's Demps going wide, point Purdue. I mean, you go down 2-1, then you got to be perfect. It's what happened in West Lafayette. You're down 2-1, you got to win the last two, and you're not able to.
Yeah, they're scrapping all they can, but Purdue's doing a good job serving right now.
Oh, and that one's off to the right on Loberg's serve receive. What's happening to Wisconsin? Loberg gets it back, and it's stopped by Hornig right near the end line. Newton winds up, deep shot, picked up by Ojo. Left side, there's Loberg. Got blocked, popped back up by the Badgers' scrappy defense, shoved over free ball. Purdue has it. Bush to the middle, slapping at Johnson, stopped Wisconsin. Left side to Loberg. And she'll rattle it, I believe, off the block before it falls down in front of Otek.
Great job by Loberg battling on the left side. It's just not easy, but she keeps taking big swings. A lot of them are out of system where the block knows it's coming to her. But nice job scoring that one, just rattling it through the block and down center court.
16-10 is your score. And it's Purdue by 6. Short serve Demps. Otek fields. Bush sets right side. Cleveland wallops on one wide.
Well, I think she avoided Loberg. Loberg roofed her a short while back, and that time she avoided her, went cross court seam and 4 or 5 feet out of bounds.
Not too long ago, this was an 8-8 score. Now it's 16-11 Purdue. Demps short serve, back middle Purdue. Newton left side, a rocket long. Was there a touch at the net? Nope.
I don't remember a match that we've had so many long runs by each team, just momentum shifts side to side.
So blatant too. Here's Demps, 3 passers for Purdue, waiting this one. Ooh, Newton has to put her hands up. It's an overpass, and there is Dana Redke smashing it down for a Badgers point.
Yeah, I kind of think that surprised Purdue on that one. It might have been sailing out of bounds, but she passed it high and over the net, and Redke got another kill.
And a timeout by Purdue. We'll take one with them. It's 16-13.
And just Purdue hitting 182, and Wisconsin hitting 0 in this set, but they're only 3 points back.
Demps goes to the right back with her cross-court short serve. Right side, that's Cleveland. Demps underneath it. It's tight to the net. There's a joust. Hilly pushes it down. Will it finally fall? It will, as Otek hit it flying out of bounds back to the Badger side, but it was well outside of the antenna.
Yeah, nice joust by Hilly there against Purdue. And so often setters, no matter what their size, their hands are so strong, they often win those jousts, and she did a good job there.
I can't believe, like you were talking about the hitting percentages, Wisconsin's hitting 100. This is a top 6 team in the NCAA in hitting percentage. There's Newton. A fastball off Ojo. Does Barnes have enough room to find it? No, she does not.
Newton's really leading everybody. She's really hitting the ball well. Although I shouldn't say that she's not. She's got 11 kills, but she's only hitting 179 right now. 207 she just went up to.
Served by Cleveland down the left sideline. Scooped up and spun forward by Ojo. Back row Demps. Underneath it, Hornig. Here comes Purdue to the right side. There's Cleveland. Off Barnes. Picked up by Hilly. Bumps that over to Loberg. Into the block and denied. Back to the Badgers. Here's Loberg. Tipping over the block. And it's down to the right front. Tip up and down by Grace Loberg. 17-15, the Badgers.
Yeah, some great defense and coverage by the Badgers. Barnes with a great defensive play, Recchi with a coverage play at the net, and then last one, Loberg could barely get her fingers on it, but she got just enough over the top of the block and down.
I should say 17-15, the Boilers over the Badgers. Here's Boyer. Serving to the left back. Pass the high one to Bush. Back to Newton. Left side. Bucky block. It's Redke. And it's Hilly stopping the shot of Purdue.
And even though Recchi's offensive numbers are down, that might be how she contributes in this game. If she gets a few blocks at critical times like that one, it'll really help her team.
I'm trying to find the previous low hitting percentage for Wisconsin. I believe it's 196. Here's an attack in the middle. Just pounded, crushed by Johnson. She got a clean set up there in the middle, 18-16.
She did, and that pass was on the net but forward, so Recchi had to follow her and wasn't able to keep up with the setter and the hitter, and she did crush it down.
Badgers' previous low, 196 at Maryland. That was a 5-set loss. Wisconsin's hitting 108 tonight against Purdue. Here's the serve to Barnes on the left back. High pass finds Hilly. Right side here is Redke. Yep. Dana with the big right hand swat to the back row and down. Wisconsin down by 1. Pivotal third set. It's 18-17.
Great set by Hilly going on the slide behind, and Recchi, big swing and giving a lot of energy to her team. They really need it right now, and then she rotates out, unfortunately. See if Wisconsin can keep that up with Robinson in the front row now.
Wisconsin in rotation 6 as Izzy Ashburn is back to serve. With the Badgers down by 1, Ashburn serving from the right back. Here's Bush, second ball over. Boyer popped it up. Healy kept it alive. Ojo brings it back in play on an athletic play there, and then the right side attack goes off the block. Good, as Ojo had to hustle back at the net, and it's good for Johnson.
She was running over towards the bench by the coaches. Then she had to come up and jump at the net and try to block that, and she didn't quite get there in time.
Good hustle, though, to keep it alive in the first place, 19-17. Purdue up by 2, trying to go up 2-1 on the 4th-ranked Badger. Shot forward by Ojo. She got it back. Ooh, she got blocked. Another block by Purdue. That's number 11 tonight for the Boilermakers. They had 16 in 4 sets in West Lafayette against Wisconsin.
Yeah, Ojo did a good job passing that ball with her hands. I almost thought it was sailing long and deep, but she couldn't tell. Passed it well, took a big swing, but Purdue, another big block.
Here's Johnson to serve with the Boilers +3 in the third. Serving at Boyer, diving to her left, chased down by Hilly, forcing a bump set. There's Ojo swinging, pinball, then a down ball coming to Wisconsin. Hilly finds it, sets it, left side, that's Ojo, tool shot, good. Oh, Wisconsin kept it alive, and they eventually got a big point to make it 20-18.
And she should do well against Bush over there as a blocker. That's the weakest blocker they have for Purdue. She did a nice job tooling off her that time.
So Wisconsin fights for that point and now finds itself down by 2 with Hilly serving in row 1 for the Badgers. Going to the right back at Otek. Bush sets it up. Right back attack by Newton. Tools it off the block. 21-18 Purdue.
Yeah, nice swing out of the right back there by Purdue. And Ojo just didn't quite get her hands turned into the center court and went out of bounds.
First place team in the Big Ten, trying to stay out of this 2-1 deficit that's on the horizon perhaps. Here's Demps, left side for the Badgers. 2 Boilers collide, but they keep it off the floor. To the left side, here is a shot down the line, and it's in. It's in by Cook, the junior.
Yeah, one thing about Ojo on the right, this time Demps stayed on the left, Ojo stayed on the right. She's a great attacker from the right, but not as big a block on the right. Great line shot by Purdue there to score.
And Kelly Sheffield is holding the challenge card, talking to the down official. Now having a conversation with technical coordinator Anne-Marie Hickey and assistant coach Brittany Dildine, and we'll see a challenge.
I wonder if they're challenging the in or out. Didn't work.
22-14, Boilers trying to go up 2-1 on the Badgers. Shoved forward, 2 hands by Ojo on serve receive. Robinson clubs one off of Bush, and it drops down near the Purdue bench.
Even if he didn't get the challenge, maybe that was just enough for the Purdue server since she had to sit there for a minute. Come with a little lighter serve, a little easier for the Badgers to side out.
Splitting the block in the middle is Devin Robinson, and now Ojo, who earlier in this match had a pretty decent run behind the service line. Going to that jump float. It's a little bit more in control for her than the jump topspin, plus trying to just kind of limit her jumps as well. Out of system, it forces Purdue. Swing into the net by Cook. Point Wisconsin, and now the Badgers are down by 2.
Now Purdue's making a sub here real quick.
22-20 Purdue. Here's Ojo. Going back row at Otek. Bush sets it up. Back row at Tech is in.
What a rocket shot. She hits out of the back row to the right, to the Badgers' left back corner.
Now, it had to have bounced and then hit the line, Judge.
Yes,
Okay.
bounced right in front of him. Perfect shot.
Oh, what a shot. Yep. 23-20 Purdue. It was a heck of a shot. Here's the middle attack. Smrek got a big-time club of her own off Hornung in the back row. 23-21. Do the Badgers have enough left in the tank to try to steal this third?
Yeah, nice set by Hilly. Smrek's coming for a front slide and just caught the middle back defender in the shoulder.
It'll be Barnes to serve. She'll poke it deep. Line drive pass, forcing a bump set. Here's Newton. Roll shot over the block. Hilly underneath it. Barnes with the bump set. Loberg takes off and hits off the block, and it's saved by Purdue. Boilers go to the middle and get the touch. Got the touch from Trammell. 24-21. It's set point Purdue.
Yeah, she got Barnes as Barnes was digging left back. Barnes tried to dig it. Couldn't quite get it.
Timeout Wisconsin. I both Nebraska and Minnesota in the standings. Both Nebraska and Minnesota are 12-3. The Badgers with the loss would be 12-3. Here's Otek. Don't want that to happen. Oh, it goes long on set point. That one took forever, too.
Yeah, and I had said it wrong. Both Smrek and Recchi were in the front row together. Smrek's rotating out now. Demps comes in to serve. They're kind of sharing that right side position, front row and back row right now.
Here's Demps to serve. Had the match-winning ace at Iowa last Saturday. Has the error there that gives the set to Purdue. 25-22. Boilermakers win the third. Purdue in the first. Wisconsin won the second, 25-19. Purdue captures the third, 25-22. And here's the fourth set with Barnes' left to right serve. Attack in the middle by the Boilers and an overpass. Back to Purdue. Bump set. Left side. Here's Newton on her approach. Blocked out of bounds by the Badgers.
Again, it's the big Badger block, and they got tooled on off the outside again. And so far, that hasn't gone to what the game plan has been for the Badger coaches, thinking the monster block's going to get a lot of stuff blocks and stress out the attackers.
Shove forward on serve receive by Ojo. Retke got blocked. One of the best blocking teams in the nation is Purdue, second in the country in blocks per set, and it's 2-0 Boilers.
Yeah, the Purdue block is just in a great rhythm and timing their block really well, good hands.
Short rainbow serve is an ace off Retke.
That was a perfect serve because Recchi's coming from the left sideline, coming across to attack, but then that ball made her go backwards to her left, in front about 6-7 foot line. Loberg couldn't come up and get it, and Recchi shanked it to the ground.
Here's Otek. This time she'll go again at Retke. Flying in on serve receive is Ojo. Left side attack, Loberg stopped and covered. Barnes goes to Grace again. This one a little tighter to the net, looking for the blocker's hands and long. And was there a touch? No.
Yeah, great coverage play by Hilly, and Barnes had a backside and it was tight. Boy, Wisconsin taking an early timeout here.
4-0 start for Purdue in the.
Yeah, it's another one of the runs we've been seeing. Now can Wisconsin respond and get back on track?
Here's Otek, who already has an ace in this serving run. A liner at Ojo. Snap of the wrist by Retke, but it's dug out. Purdue goes to the right side, down the line. Barnes with the dig. Hilly with the set. Loberg with the swing and the kill. Cross court and down in front of Otek on the left back. It's a kill for Loberg. It's the first points for Wisconsin in the fourth.
Really good swing by Loberg. The block knew where it was going, out of system set basically, and she crushed it cross court about 12-foot line.
There's Demps to serve for the University of Wisconsin in this fourth set, trailing Purdue 2-1. Bush sets it up left side. There's Newton down the line. Out. That's a hitting error, and it's 4-2.
Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin was down 0-4, so they cut that in half. So that's the way to come out of the timeout and start playing some ball.
Demps slaps one at Otek on the right back. Bush chases down the pass. Newton with the rocket. Ojo digs it. Hilly sets it over to Loberg, who's near the 10-foot line, swings into a block, and it's back to the Badgers. Here's Loberg again, swings into the block, and it's covered again by the Badgers. Here's Loberg again, rolls over the block, and it's down. Well, 2 hard shots didn't work, so Grace said, I got to change things up.
Yeah, that was great. And Barnes, what a great coverage play. She was about the 5-foot line and just kind of laid backwards, almost a backbend, and popped that thing up. Came down like a rocket. But Loberg got another swing at it, took a little off speed and scored.
Demps lines serve this time, going short all night. Here's Newton left side, bouncing off the block at Demps. Hilly to Redke, reaching for it. Hornig backpedaling dig. Here's Newton to the left side, punching at it cross court. Barnes dives to her left with the stop. Left side Loberg, off speed. Otek, one-fisted dig. And it's shoved over on a free ball. Hilly to Dana, hanging in the air. Blocked by Purdue.
Yeah, some scrappy defense by Wisconsin, just keeping it going. But that time, Recchi did get blocked in that slide. It came back at Hilly. She wasn't quite able to pop it up.
Five-3 Boilermakers on top of the Badgers. Must win fourth for Wisconsin. Here's Cleveland's serve. There's Barnes' serve receive pass off to the right. Hilly has it on the right sideline. Bumps it. Demps with a big blow, but it's dug out. Here's a back row attack by Cleveland. It's off Demps' platform. Saved by Hilly out of bounds. Brought back in. Demps with a shot from the back row. Purdue with the dig. Newton with the tip. Demps again handles. Here's Hilly back setting to Dana. Redke bouncing off the block. Redke got it. All right, let's see if Red can get going. 6 kills, 5 hitting errors for the 4-time first-team All-American.
Now, she's just not used to that kind of game, but Purdue just has had her number this year so far, but she's still battling, still bringing a lot of energy for her team.
5-4 Purdue. Here's Grace Loberg for the Badgers. Goes back row, pass goes to Bush. Right side attack, and it's blocked by Wisconsin. It got deflected all the way to the back corner and down and in.
Well, after being down 0-4, Wisconsin's tied it up at 5, so they did a great job.
Outscoring Purdue 5-1 since that 4-0 start. I can do some math. Here's Loberg powering a serve. Back row attack, blocked by Wisconsin. Cleveland got stopped attacking from the right back. Badgers throw the block up there of Redke and Ojo.
This is huge if Wisconsin can keep this energy going and the play going.
Loberg, short serve this time. Setter dump, ricocheting around.
Oh.
And it's going to be 4 hits on the Badger side. It ricocheted and then Barnes had a little kick that kept it alive.
Yeah, a little soccer kick.
Ran out of hits there, and it's 6-6. Here comes Purdue right to left. It's Newton. Loberg shoves it forward. Hilly's second ball down. Setter dump for Sid, and it's 7-6.
I don't know if you remember, but Loberg started the match really poorly and just was struggling, and she's now leading the Badgers with 9 kills, 4 errors, hitting 143. So, a really nice comeback.
Loberg went for 15 kills and 282 in the 4-set loss to Purdue less than 2 weeks ago. Here's Ashburn with a bullet. And there is an attack off the serve receive after the pass goes up front, and it's Johnson with the kill, and it's 7 each.
I don't know why this feels like the 5th game or something, but still just the 4th at 7-7. We've got a long way to go.
Purdue trying to stop Wisconsin for the 2nd time this season in 4 sets. Wisconsin now just fighting for their lives here in this matchup. Here's Devin Robinson. Got up and just boomed it down to the floor.
Well, that always gets the crowd going when she gets a hold of those balls, and that time she got to buy the Purdue block. Purdue had been getting some hands on it prior to that.
8-7. Here's Hilly to serve. Purdue passing 2. Shoved forward. Quick set in the middle. Poked over by Tremmel. Here comes Robinson with a little tip over her head. Purdue handles it, and it's a bump set. And it's an attack by Newton, and it's off the block in the middle of the net and down.
Really interesting that time by Otek, the libero. She looked like she was going to go to the outside, bump set that ball, but she went to the middle back on the back row attack, and the Badgers had 2 up, but she was able to hit it off of Dempsey's hand.
Here's an overpass that Purdue will get, and it's 8-8.
Just a little too tight on the pass there. Hilly coming out of the back row is not allowed to jump up there and bring it back once it's crossed the plane.
Wisconsin in row one. Here's Hilly setting it up to Robinson. Cross body, and it's dug out by the Boilers. Left side, down the line. Did it tag the line? It did not. Out of bounds by Cook. 9-9 in a must-win fourth set for the Badgers.
Yeah, it's interesting that Cook's in there. And she was in there a little bit the last set, then she got pulled. We'll see how long she lasts.
Here comes Ojo's jump float. Backpedaling pass off to the right. Chased down by Bush, out of bounds, brought back in play. Here's Newton swinging into the net. Tried to make something out of nothing on that set by Bush. A bump set brought back in play, actually. And 10-9 Wisconsin.
Not as many long rallies so far. There's just been some errors on each side, but still tight.
There's Ojo. To Otek. To Newton, back row. Barnes digs it out. Great dig up front. There's Robinson with a poke and stopped. Back to the Badgers. Here's Loberg with a swing, and it's down. Chopped over by Grace from the left pin. 11-9. Hey, the Badgers have a 2-point lead after starting this match down by 4.
Fantastic dig by Barnes on the cross-court shot there, and it really kept the Badgers in the play. Perfect right on the net.
Should say starting the set down by 4. Purdue leads 2-1 in the match. Here's a swing in the middle, and Trammell gets the attack, and it's good.
Sheffield make that play?
I missed what happened.
Not legal, Coach, but the fans enjoyed it.
I missed it. What happened?
I just went his way, and he made the play on the ball. like it was nothing.
Serve to Ojo. Hilly sets it. It was a tight pass, and Robinson pops it off the block, and it's good. Tool shot good.
Yeah, that was kind of a broken play almost, but Hilly did a great job just getting her hands on it, tight on the net, and got it back to Demps, and Demps got there quickly and tooled Cook.
12-10 Wisconsin. Must win fourth. Barnes leans into it. She has 4 aces tonight. Here comes the offense of Purdue. Trammell slams it down to the left back.
Yeah, it seems to be, Bush is trying to go to Trammell in the middle when she can, even if she's up against Recchi, and she's doing a good job scoring in the last couple.
6 more matches remain in the regular season for Wisconsin. 5 of them at home. Taking on 9th-ranked Purdue tonight. Here's Smrek from the right. Powering one out. The entire Badger team says there's a touch, and we'll see a challenge.
They're going to challenge it, and it did seem like it might have caught hands. And this is a critical point.
Ooh.
We'll see if the replay. Oh, no touch. Well, we got that one wrong.
That was really tough to tell.
It was tough to tell. We were kind of going out on a limb there for the zoomed-in angle, but it was still blurry. But obviously the fans are a little biased and disagree, and we were wrong also.
12-12 now. No more challenges for Wisconsin. Here's Loberg, serve receive, pass backwards, saved by Barnes at the end line, back to Grace. Got the touch, dig though by Purdue. Right side attack, Cleveland, wide. Point to Wisconsin, and the Badgers lead it midway through the fourth set, 13-12 over the 9th-ranked Boilermakers.
And Cleveland has been struggling of late, and she's got 8 kills, 6 errors now. She had been doing really well.
Here's Jade Demps. Just off the top of the net, just got over. Left side, Newton takes off and rolls one, tips one over, I should say, right at Demps. Here's Redke, pounds off the block. Save back row. Purdue attacks to the middle. There's Barnes and a net call against Wisconsin.
Yeah, it looks like Recchi tried to extend and take away the shot and got her forearm in the net.
13-13. Redke, 6 kills, 5 hitting errors, 5 blocks. And with that 5th block, by the way, Redke is now the all-time leader in career blocks at the University of Wisconsin. Here's an attack by Purdue. Tipped over, Loberg has it. Setter, dump by Hilly. Pinball around. Newton with a joust at the net with Redke. Back to the Badgers. Left side, here's Loberg. Woo! Big swing cross court. Otek with the stop. Brought back in play. Purdue with the short free ball. Hilly waits for it. Setter, dump. Wide.
Boy, Otek made a great dig on that play, and then Bush had to save it on the far antenna. The setter just brought it back in. Hilly with the left hand dumped just out of bounds cross court.
14-13, the Boilermakers. Here comes Hilly, setter dump again, and it's out.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that one. She got pushed forward, and again, it happened earlier in the match where she kind of ran out of court, and that one she put long and deep.
Heather Dorado, who is at 6'82". So congratulations to Dana Redke, the career leader in blocks at Wisconsin. Here's the serve. It goes to Ojo. Hilly goes to Loberg, left side, and got it. So you talked about Loberg leading the way, Pete. Now up to 11 kills, the leader in kills for Wisconsin tonight.
She's done a great job. Like I said, really slow start. She was at the bottom of the offensive stat chart to start the first two sets, and has just come on strong.
15-14, Purdue up by 1. Here's Grace serving right into the middle of the net.
If that made it over the net, it was probably going to be an ace because it was a rocket and just really dropping, but just dropped too soon. You talk about Dodaro, that Recchi just beat her out. Dodaro played back in the days when Cook was coaching, and there was also regular scoring games, side-out scoring, which sometimes went longer, but then you had other. Sheila Shaw was a great blocker during the time when it was 30-point rally scoring. Then Taylor Reinecke was 25 points rally scoring. So it's just all different, but they're all great blockers.
Overpass by Boyer. Yeah, and then Redke in the 25-point rally scoring error. Kill in the middle by Johnson for Purdue. And then add on top, she gets an extra year.
Yeah, exactly.
So the whole record books of volleyball, because of the way they've changed scoring, everything's kind of complicated.
Yes, good word.
17-14, Purdue up by 3. Here's Boyer sliding pass up front to Healy. Back row, dumps a rocket, goes off a defender, and it's good.
That was kind of a heat seeker sidewinder. She hit out of the middle back, which is great because it was going out of bounds, but it caught the shoulder of the right back defender.
Demps had 13 kills in West Lafayette and hit .303. Different story this time around. 4 kills and an .056 attack percentage. Ashburn hangs in the air and fires a serve left to right. Attack from the left by Purdue. Shoved over off an overpass. Back to Wisconsin. That's Ojo down the right sideline. Save Newton back row in the middle. Tipped by Johnson. Badgers play it. Ashburn will set. Left side, Ojo got behind that one, and it's off of Otek for the kill. Ojo really turned on that one and had some power.
She did. She just battled on that one. Just put everything she had into it to just kind of rattle it through the block and get off the middle blocker's hands. And off of Otek, the libero diving to the center court.
Timeout by Purdue. Redke on the bench appears frustrated. I'm not sure what the right word is there. Sitting next to head coach or assistant coach rather, Brittany Dildine, and she just looks a little flustered. Here's Ashburn serve to Otek. Pass a little off to the right. Back row attack. Newton with just a missile right at Demps in the back row, and it's good.
She labeled Demps in the shoulder on that one from the middle back attack to the middle back that Demps was playing.
16 kills.
Rocket.
Yeah, 16 kills now for Newton. 196 the hitting percentage. 6 blocks and 7 digs. Johnson serve. Boyer's pass. Liner to Hilly. Back row attack by Demps. Touched up front. Saved. Roll shot from the back by Newton. Badgers dig it. Right side. There is Robinson hitting it, and it goes long. She had 9 kills and no errors at Iowa. And that one goes out of bounds for Devin Robinson. 4th hitting error this evening. And Purdue leads by 3, trying for a 4-set win.
Yeah, we haven't called Robinson's number for a while, and it's a rare error for her.
19-16 Purdue. Scooped up on serve receive by Boyer. Demps in the back row. Played off the net. Third ball goes over, but it's outside the antenna.
Yeah, nice swing by Demps then in the right back position. Now she rotates to the front row.
So Wisconsin's down by 2, and we're late in the 4th. Purdue needs 6 more points for the win tonight. Here's Hilly, 19-17 Purdue. Boilers set, back row, Newton, tip, and it's down on the left front. A lot of ground to cover for Barnes there.
Yeah, and sometimes it's Hilly on the right side. She usually runs over and pops some of those up, but Demps isn't quite as mobile getting over there, and Barnes couldn't come up the line.
20-17 Purdue. They need 5. Right on the whistle, they serve. Ojo on the right back, serve receive. Great pass to Hilly. There's an attack by Robinson, but it's dug out. Left side attack. Here comes Cook. Wide. 20-18. Cook getting some swings. The junior from Ashwaubenon High School, born in Green Bay.
Yeah, Cook's got 4 kills, 3 errors right now. I'm sure Coach Shondel's kind of thinking, do I sub? And he might be doing that right now. Let's see what he does. Yeah, Cook's coming out of the game now.
So here is Yulia Ojo to serve behind the line for the Badgers. Has an ace tonight. 10 digs, 8 kills. Goes at Otek. Bush, quick set, middle attack. Trammell, yep. And now Purdue needs 4 points for the win. 21-18. The Badgers need to put together a string of points now.
Purdue's been passing well and running that middle and scoring quite a bit.
Purdue trying for the season sweep of the Badgers. A loss as Smrek flies in and rattles one around in the middle. A loss would put Wisconsin in a 3-way tie for first in the Big Ten.
In the last set, this was the rotation that Wisconsin struggled in and Purdue got such a good run. This time they rotated out of there pretty quickly, so now they're just down 2.
Purdue also trying to end a 30-match home winning streak for the Badgers. Boilers set to Newton left side. It's off of Ojo, and it's down. 22-19 Purdue. This place is quiet.
Boy, Newton is good on the outside. She's just putting Purdue on her shoulders. 18 kills now, 7 errors, hitting .224.
Crowd comes to life for a moment as Otek rifles one at Ojo. Good pass. Redke takes out her frustration on that one, but Otek popped it up with the dig. There's Johnson at the tap. Badgers waiting and deny. Now to the left side, there's Newton with the tap. Redke denies. Back to Newton on the left. Tries to swing over the block and does. Barnes digs it. Left side to Loberg. Block tries to get there. It's off Otek. Going to be chased down. No. 22-20. Wisconsin down by 2. Time to make the move and try to get it to a 5th.
Earlier in that rally, Redke just hammered the ball in the middle, but Otek popped it up and kept it going. So good for the Badgers to keep playing and get that last score and get the point inside out.
There's Jade Demps. Ooh, into the net. 3rd service error for Demps tonight, 23-20.
And Demps did so well at Purdue with her serve and her attacking. So that's a tough one at this point of the match.
Purdue needs 2 points for the win and the season sweep and to move a game back of Wisconsin in the standings. Back row, Demps blocked.
Wow.
Solo block by Johnson in the middle. Match point, Purdue.
Great block by Johnson. Like you said, solo block. The right and left side blockers didn't even come in. They didn't have time to, but she just reached in the perfect spot to roof Demps.
Match point in the 4th for the Boilers. Service error. 24-21. So what can the Badgers put together here?
Wow. That helps. That's a start.
9th ranked Purdue coming here into the field house, 1 point away from stopping a 30-match home winning streak for the Badgers and beating Wisconsin for the 2nd time this season. What does Boyer and the Badgers have to say about it? Pounded over by Boyer on the serve. There's Johnson, popped up by Demps. Hilly over to Ojo, rolls one over, handled by the Boilermakers. Bump set, here's Newton. Stopped by Barnes. Hilly runs it to Redke, reaching for it. It's near the net. It's tapped over by Bush. Demps waits for it. Hilly gets it back to Dana. This time more controlled, and it's popped up off the floor on match point by Hornick. Newton with the swipe. Demps with the stop. Redke runs, tries to push down the line. Dugout Otek, left side. Newton popped up. Boyer off the board. Barnes saves it, and a free ball. Wisconsin lucky to keep it alive. Newton for the match. Boyer with the stop. Brought back in play by Barnes. Here's Ojo shoving it over. Free ball Purdue again on match point. Left side to Newton off of Barnes, and Purdue does it again. The Boilermakers beat the Badgers for the 2nd time this season, and Wisconsin has company atop the Big Ten standings. Now a 3-way tie.